for another edition of the Fast Lane Podcast for Success. Really, thanks a lot. I really do appreciate your listenership, and look forward to another episode here. This episode, gosh, I don't even know how to title it. Don't even really know how to categorize it. I just want to speak to you a little bit about being someone that can be looked up to, being someone that people count on. So a leader, I mean, that stuff is kind of worn out. I don't really want to be, overusing terminologies and stuff. But anyway, I'll delve into it a little bit. Let's increase the bumper here and get going, shall we? Okay, thanks once again. Hey, listen, being someone that people look up to takes a special commitment to yourself, mentally to yourself. You need to be committed. If you want to be the person that guides people and help people, you can't be selective. You can't play favorites. Even though we have a tendency to try to do that, you can't, because karma will step in and take over for you. So helping people is just that, helping people, because you will find that when you help people, the most unsuspecting person that you help is the person that creates a pathway to your success that you never knew existed. People will respond to you in so many grateful ways when you're there to help people out. Whether your community is in need of a volunteer and you're that person, whether your work needs somebody to step up and be a little extra, your kids, your wife, whatever the case may be, always be thinking in terms that I'm here as a representative of helping people. I'm here to do great things. I'm here to be a better person day in and day out. Tomorrow, I'm going to be better than I was today. Today, I'm better than I was yesterday. And I do that in various ways. We've talked about some of these ways, whether it's reading or looking, at, videos on success, whether it's going to seminars, whether it's giving seminars and giving speeches. They say that the best teacher in the world is I said that wrong. The best student in the world is the teacher. I truly believe that. The more that you teach, the more that you learn. You become the best student. So always apply best practices in everything that you do in life. I think that you will find that there is just untold rewards that will come to you just by practicing best practices in your own life, being the best person you can be. Okay, just remembering the power of possibility. Whatever is possible, you can do. You can be great. You don't have to be famous and you don't have to be rich, but being great and doing great things is what makes a great life. Treating others as if they're bigger than you are. Treating others with the utmost respect, no matter who they are or what their circumstance or background is. That's what makes great people. That's what makes you respected and stand out. The power of possibility. Everything can be possible just by thinking that it can be, by thinking great things. And just remember that autopilot is a success killer. If you just go through your day, humdrum, wake up, go to work, come home, go to bed, watch a little TV, your thinking is what makes you different. Your thinking and your quest for knowledge and your quest for being better, that's what makes you better. It's been said once that the world is a perfect place. And then the argument to that was, if it's a perfect place, we wouldn't have hunger or wars or homelessness. Well, if we didn't have the desire to correct that, I would agree with you. But as long as there's always an effort, a conscious effort to fix the things that are wrong, it is a perfect place. You can be a perfect person as long as you have the desire to be the best. And not selfishly. You're being the best for others. You're being the best because that's why you're on this earth. Are you lucky? Are you a lucky person? Or do you say, I never win anything. Luck is for suckers. Well, not so much. Luck, again, it's the behavior of preparation and opportunity. It's the ability to see through the schemes and the dark veil. You can create your own luck. Your belief system holds such a large portion of your development. How you believe, what you believe, your energy level. Everything that you do creates a belief. Do you believe everything you hear? Are you skeptical about everything that you hear? What is your criteria for believing something versus not believing something? Do you know who you are? Do you truly know what motivates you, what guides you, what develops your belief system? Have you done anything outside of the safe zone? I would challenge you to do that. I would challenge you to do something outside of your safe zone so you can experience some greatness. You can learn so much from other people, some of the greatest people and the greatest minds, if you'll take the time to study it, to learn it, to be inquisitive, your desire to be great, to be grand. I know this episode is a little off, and I just felt like that there's so many people out there that are living just such a mundane existence that I want you to do something. I want you to go out and do something a little different. Raise the bar, if it will. Don't become mentally handicapped and letting other people think for you. Don't let other people tell you what to do. Don't be swayed by the fancy ads, the advertisements on TVs and billboards and magazines and, all of the hoopla that people feed you. Okay? Know who you are. Learn who you are. Excuses are for suckers, okay? Do not use excuses. You get a bad case of excusitis, or you're carrying around the flamethrower. Do not do that. That just isn't the way you should be. I think it was Lincoln, said, things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. Right? Get it? Get out there. Perfection is an enemy of success. If you think you got to be perfect before you do something wrong, just go out and do it. You can only experience success by small failures, and you're going to fail, but you're going to succeed. Every small failure is a stepping stone to a great success. You have to experience that, or you can't appreciate the success. In your dreams, make sure that they're big. Have you ever met a great achiever that said, well, I got here because I dreamt small? No. Dream big. That's what puts the zest in your life, the adrenaline in your system. That's what makes you thrive. That's what makes you, your unique individualism. You have an idea? Follow it. It may not be the exact idea and turn out the exact way you have envisioned, but it will lead you to something great. I guarantee it. Okay? Make sure that you're just enjoying your life. Abraham Maslow. If you plan on being anything less than you're capable of being, will probably be unhappy for all the days of your life. I think that bears repeating. If you plan on being anything less than you're capable of being, you will probably be unhappy for the rest of your life. I find that to be very true. Very, very true. Okay. I don't mean to beat the drum so loudly you can't hear the message. The message is that as an individual, you owe it to yourself, to the people around you that you're leading. You owe it to. You owe it to this life. Do you ever wonder why you were put on this earth? Were you put on this earth for mediocrity? To be an also-ran? I don't think so. Your reality is what you make it. It's not your perception. Yes, perception is hard to change, but it can be. And it can be easier than you think. A few small steps, a few small anecdotes to the humdrum, to the also-ran, and you can start to experience great things in your life. Take this challenge. Write down big things. Write down the biggest dreams that you ever thought about dreaming, the things you want to accomplish, and then chunk those things down, because the mind can't accept a huge change. See, if you can't ride a bicycle, the mind is not going to let you be an astronaut. You gotta do these things in increments. But if you want to be an astronaut and you can't ride a bicycle, put down, I want to be an astronaut. And then under that, chunk it down. What do I have to do? Well, I got to go and get enrolled into the, NASA or some space exploration, school, what have you. But what do I have to do that? Well, you got to go to school. You got to learn about it. What do I have to do to do that? I've got to get good grades. I got to study it. And I've got to want it. I got to research it. I got to get, scholarships or what have you. First off, I'm going to go out and learn how to ride a bike. Okay, dream big. Chunk it down to acceptable portions that you can chew and swallow. Okay, you can't eat that buffalo all in one sitting. You got to take it in small portions to get there, right? That's with your life. It's your life. Why would you let other people dictate your life? Why would you do that? Don't do it. Owe it to yourself. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for your community. Do it for the greater good and the greater consciousness of the world we live in. When we all collectively idealize our perfect earth by being better human beings, it will make other people stronger and better as well. You really deserve to live a perfect life. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to Fast Lane Podcast for Success. I'm your host, Derek Lane. I know this one here got a little off here and there, but I really just wanted you to feel, some of the things that I feel sometimes about, continuing to be great. You can reach me, Derek, at fastlanepodcast.com. Derek, fastlanepodcast.com is the email address. You can listen to the podcast on your favorite media outlet for podcasts. Find me on iTunes. I do appreciate the folks that like and share the show. If you would do that to allow more people to hear the Fast Lane, I would appreciate it so much. And I guess until next week, man, thank you so much. Gosh, this is great. I love doing this. Thanks for listening once again.